my home. That's all I wanted.
I know.
Yeah, you know.
They didn't renew the lease.
Okay, so it's time for an update. Another day has gone by. Actually, I think 2 more days have gone by since I started the video to talk to you about how my mother is doing since transferring her to memory care. She is in a beautiful facility. If you look back at some of my videos, you'll see how many. I visited many. I've looked at adult family homes. I've looked at more of a medical inpatient type of facility. I've looked at all of them. And I've come up with this one that I like a lot. And my mom is not enjoying herself. Let's just say that. And it's sad. I shouldn't even be laughing. It's horrible because we're at week 3 and I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for my mom to kind of accept just even a tiny bit. But she's actually worse each day, to the point of having to adjust medication again. And what do I mean by worse? Just intense anger. My mom can talk, so she has Alzheimer's, and her attention or memory span is 3 to 5 seconds. However, she can say that over and over to you again. In an angry, teeth-gritting tone. I'm angry. I want out of here. I want to go back to my new place. Why did you do this to me? This is bullshit. I fucked up coming here. I mean, she's just outrageously spitting vile and just angry. She's sad as well, and we all know that anger and sadness go together. She cries a lot. She packs up all her things quite often, every day, every other day. We come back out and put everything back up. She doesn't want to come out of her room. She has to be really forced out of her room. She'll come for my sister, Carrie, or I, but she doesn't like to come out of her room at all to come eat meals with others. She is occasionally engaging in conversation with others. You know, it's really kind of hit or miss. She is confused. Am I in a hotel? Am I in a hospital? No, Mom, this is your new apartment. This is your beautiful new apartment. You're living here with other people in an apartment just like you used to live in. She was in an independent living over 55 apartment for 17, 18 years. So I know this is very confusing and very difficult for her. It was necessary, if you look back at some of my other videos, because I know people are going to say I would never do that. I'd bring her to my house. Well, she wanders. She isn't well. She needs more care than we can give her. She needs safety around her at all times. She needs somebody to help with all her activities of daily living, eating, preparing food, reminding her to drink water, giving her a shower, all hygiene care, all of that she needs help with on a daily basis. Now, I already have quit my job on several occasions, left my job for the care of my mother and brought her back here to my house throughout the years. It has come to this where I need more help with her. We need more help with her. I want her to be happy. I don't know the last time I've actually really seen my mom happy. She's been unhappy for a very long time because anytime I need to help her with anything, she is angry and unhappy because in her mind, she's still doing everything. And in her mind, she takes a shower every day and she drives her car still and she makes all her meals and she thinks, she truly believes that. So it's very difficult when the person doesn't have any perception or awareness whatsoever about what's happening to their body or mind. And then they're going to fight you vigorously every day of your life. Every day of their life, it is a fight. And that makes me sad too, because I don't want her to live like this. My mom is 88 to think. She's almost 89. So that's the update. Now, any of you been through this? Medication changes, moving into a different facility, adjustment period, losing weight though, and refusing to take your meds and refusing to eat and things like that. There has got to be a happy medium. This is really awful to watch. So if you have anything that you've been through personally that has worked for you, for somebody similar, to my mother. And I don't mean the kind that just walk in the door and they adjust fairly well and they are accepting. But my mom is fighting every day and will not accept this. She even has tried to call the police. She's just out of her mind with anger. So I would love your feedback if you have been through this, and thank you for listening. Some days when I visit her and I say, Mom, smile, she will smile for the camera. She'll smile for me. But then after 5 seconds, approximately, we're back again with the anger, the distress, hands in face, crying on the bed like a child would, having tantrums, very common for people with Alzheimer's. That is my update now of transferring her from independent living apartment to memory care. I'll see you with the next video. It's another day. I'm not sure if I'm going to do this video forward to backwards or back somewhere in between. I have been trying to get this video up, and every day something changes. So it's about my ongoing continued journey with our mother, who was in an over 55 independent apartment for 18-ish years. And we recently, 1 month ago, have had her moved to memory care, and that has been a very rocky road. So today we had the 30-day care plan assessment, treatment plan assessment with my sister and I, the director, and the, I guess you want to call her, she's not really a charge nurse, but anyway, the person in charge of memory care. She's in charge of that building. The director's in charge of assisted living and memory care. Anyway, we're going to come up with a few different ideas and another consultation and see if we can help. My mom is still having a very hard time adjusting. Day 1 is no different than now day 30. It's just a lot of more confusion, more agitation. Just when I felt like I saw a little bit of a difference, a glimmer of hope with the adjustment of the pain of the medication, she's now in a lot of pain because it appears she fell. She doesn't remember. It wasn't in front of staff. It had to have been in her room. So I'll insert pictures. Spent time in the ER, got the whole workup. Nothing is broken, but she's still crying out in pain with every breath, with every movement. And it could be bruised ribs. We all know that is very painful and takes a very long time to heal. But what it's done now is it has pulled her back into even a little more confusion, thinking her room is her hospital and that she doesn't know where she's at, and always asking, can I go home? More agitation and anger. Anyway, I was there all day yesterday, got home very late, and had cereal for dinner. I returned again this morning, have been there all day. It's now about 4 p.m. So I wanted to make dinner tonight, and I'm making a dish called, while we talk, chicken pasta casserole. Just stir in all of the raw ingredients together in a dish, and this creamy chicken penne pasta is ready for the oven. All right, so we're going to put all of this together. I can post this recipe below if you want a new and different 5-star chicken recipe while we chit chat. Here's all the chopped up raw chicken. You can use, it says any kind. We're going to put in the milk, 2 cans of cream of whatever soup that you have on hand. Looks like this. Fun little design there. So I got some good pasta, and I'm also going to, on the side, cook up some sausage because I have people in the house that like things to be a little more spicier and like chicken dishes, but they would love it with sausage. So I'm stirring all of this together, and then it says I need to add some chicken broth, and I will put in all the spices, like I said. And it's been quite a while since I've done something with food, so this is kind of fun. And I always like to watch people, especially if they put some background music in, which is what I usually do when I'm cooking anything. But I thought I could just fill you in on some stuff with my mom as we continue on this journey. It also says onion. I don't have an onion. So I'll use the garlic powder and onion powder because I don't have a fresh onion to cook up or saute up. Let's talk about how difficult pain is. Pain is a really difficult thing to treat. It's really complex. What feels like one thing to one person might feel like the most painful thing to another, where other people can get up and walk around. So it's really difficult to judge pain. We have to believe people's pain to be exactly what, for the most part, what they are perceiving it to be. Of course, back in the day, back when you could get narcotics real easy, I do remember in the ER, patients coming in like on a very regular basis for Dilaudid. Remember when Dilaudid was the thing? They have a headache, they're going to get a Dilaudid shot. Premenstrual cramps, going to get a Dilaudid, fell off the ladder, going to go in and get a shot of Dilaudid or morphine. It is not like that anymore. And when my mom was in the ER, pain was, they paid attention to it, but we had to ask and put forth, please give her something for pain. All right, we'll get to it. So since she took that fall or mysteriously injured herself, here's some freshly cracked pepper in this really cool pepper grinder. He makes them for salt too, in Seattle. So she's in pain. This is no joke. I mean, I'll insert some little video. And the reason I wanted to capture video is she has an appointment tomorrow with her primary care provider. And when somebody is sitting perfectly still like my mother, they're going to say, I have no pain. I'm fine. There's nothing wrong with me. But the minute she takes in a deep breath, clears her throat, coughs, turns around, she's going to cry out in pain. And yeah, you'll see how terribly uncomfortable and miserable she is. Mom.
You can go. You can go.
No, Mom, we're here to help you.
Oh yeah, I can tell. You're gonna love every minute of it when you leave here.
Oh, that's not true, Mom.
What's wrong with my back here? What is wrong?
I think it's because you fell, Mom, and you injured yourself.
Well, why can't they make it better?
I know. It's not as easy as just giving them narcotics or giving them Advil. It affects people that are in their 80s and 90s differently, and it's a little bit more complicated, I think, to manage. And it's hard for dementia patients to say exactly where their pain is and what might be causing your pain. Is something that, especially if they can't remember from 1 to 2 seconds to the next, it's very complicated and hard for them to give you don't ask them the 1 to 10 pain scale. I've lost a lot of sleep over what's going on with her right now. This is really sad. And that's something I wanted to talk about. I'm not the only one. My sisters are losing sleep. We're really worried because what's happening is your loved one with dementia is slowly dying in front of your eyes. They're slowly not eating and withering away. They are losing their cognitive abilities more and more. And when you move them into a place like we did into memory care, and then they do something like take a fall or have a new diagnosis of some kind, that just adds more to the problem. I just added the pasta. I'm going to stir all this up, put it in a casserole dish, and it's going to go in the oven at 425. Oh, I think you can also, if you want, add mushrooms and bell peppers, and then you add cheese, and it's going to go in the oven for 45 minutes. What are some ideas on what can be done for this sort of thing? It would be bringing in other specialists like geriatric psychiatrists to see what medication might work, because nobody should be living this way, crying every day, distressed, now in a lot of pain. So we're going to try to get some assistance from somebody else and have him do a consultation with her. And we're going to bring her to her primary care provider tomorrow. Transferring her there will be tricky, and try to get her pain better under control. So what's something that's positive? All right, so what's positive? She's still alive, and I'm grateful that every day I get to spend with her is a blessing. I'm grateful for that. There are plenty of people that do not have their mother anymore. I don't have my father. He died abruptly, collapsed. That was it. I'm grateful for that. But I will say that this illness of Alzheimer's is a very terrible thing. Those of you who are on this journey and you're watching your parent or loved one slowly slip away, I don't just mean the decline of their cognitive abilities, their brain, but their brain isn't now working, so they don't remember to eat, or they don't know how to eat anymore, or the fact that they have no hunger or thirst anymore. So you're watching somebody completely lose weight and slowly, physically die in front of your eyes as well. You try all the tricks and you try to incorporate high protein things and high calorie things, but remember, they just can't do it. They get to a point where they can't do it. Now, there is the end of life process where that happens naturally. We're not at the end, but she does have a disorder with eating. I don't want to call it that. But this rapid weight loss and loss of muscle tone just makes her more frail, weaker, more prone to falls, more difficulty recovering from injuries, and trying to say one more sip, please, one more sip, have just a couple more bites is really not sustainable. And you also want to just honor and respect that person when they're saying, don't touch me anymore, don't move me, don't give me any more food, because for various reasons with somebody with Alzheimer's or dementia, they are not able to eat. That isn't everybody. Just like it's not like everybody to be like our mother, who talks and can carry on a conversation and can tell you and express exactly how she's feeling. I'm frustrated, I'm angry, I'm miserable, I'm beyond miserable. She means it. Lots of crying. You know, today when I was helping her, we got her up. She's a two-person. Anyway, got her up to use the bathroom, in pain the whole time. But every second or two, she's asking, why am I in pain? Finally getting her, you know, on the toilet, helping with these activities of daily living. But as soon as she loses the ability, which she has now, to complete her own hygiene, hands went over the face and crying again. It's so hard to watch. It's so difficult to see your parent go through this. And I will say, not everybody sees it, because I'm there and there's plenty of others, and there aren't family members. There are plenty of places across the United States and around the world where family members have them in dementia care or memory care facilities, and the family members do not come anymore. They don't come, or they barely come, or they might come for a holiday or two a year. I'm there almost every day. Now, I took a break and we thought, let's just give her time and let's back off. And we slowly backed off and had one of our weeks where we did not come. But then she had the fall, and then she went to the ER by ambulance, and now she needs one-on-one care. You know that these places are very short-staffed. Even the best ones are very short-staffed, and they do the best that they can, and they're extremely caring individuals. The ones that are not caring don't last very long, and the ones that care about your loved one are there. So I'm grateful that I get to spend time with her. I'm grateful that I can do my hands-on, that I'm a nurse and I can give her the hands-on care that I am able to do. Not everybody can do that either, and it's not just because I learned it, it's a skill, it's in me, it's my job, but also because I'm comfortable with it. I am not uncomfortable with any of this process. I'm sad in my heart to watch my mom slip away like this. You know, you've read that dementia or Alzheimer's is the slow goodbye. That is very, very true. And it is painful to watch. So therefore also why a lot of people don't visit their family members. In the month that I'm there, that she's been there, that I'm there almost every day, I've met one other family member. That doesn't mean they don't come, but I'm just saying that if I'm there for 6 hours during the day and I don't see any others, and nobody else is eating a meal with their mother or father ever that I've seen. Besides, the staff has also mentioned, are you going to be the kind of family that visits? It's okay if you're not, but are you? Yes, you're going to see us here. But if you want to go visit them, you're going to have to also watch how painful the process is. But I'm in it. I'm in the process alongside her throughout her lifetime. And it is a privilege to be the caregiver of somebody with any kind of illness. It's not a burden. It is a privilege to give hope to somebody else, to give help with the nurses, doctors, staff that are hands-on with your family member with any illness or problem. If you're there to help and not hurt or cause more then they appreciate it. Any help is good, and they want to feel appreciated. So I feel that it's a privilege to be able to do these things. I get to be with her and watch her talk, communicate with me and try to ease her pain and try to ease her confusion. I also feel very lucky that she's in a lovely place. It's a wonderful place. We are fortunate that Medicaid, which is the state insurance, is covering this. Again, not every place is as nice as this one. I looked at them. I viewed them. I took tours through them. I asked a ton of questions. And I'm grateful for the place that she's in. I have hope that we'll find a solution to the right medication for her that will ease her anguish. Thank you for watching. I'll see you at the next health video. And if you can support in any way me, other people, I'm here to support you. For those of us that take care of those that are not well, especially if it's a family member.